In my opinion, it is the biggest risk that we face as a civilization is artificial intelligence. He said, well, what harm could a deep intelligence in the network do? So, well, it could start a war by doing fake news and spoofing email accounts and fake press releases and just by manipulating information.
Can I just ask you something about the way you see technology going? People are worried about artificial intelligence. I mean, Professor Stephen Hawking has said it's the end of humanity. Are you worried that in 30 years' time we'll be looking back at this moment and saying we didn't do enough to protect ourselves?
Well, that's it's not likely in 30 years that we'd be facing anything like that. The fact that machines are becoming better, today it takes 2% of the US population to grow all the food. It does tend to free us up to do other things. And we have so many unmet needs, whether it's taking care of old people, handicapped people, reducing class size, doing better education. And so what these advances should do is have us say, hey, if labor was free, what great things would we do? And if even then you can't come up with ideas, yes, the work week will be shorter. We'll have more leisure time. Eventually, those great things will happen, and I see it as a positive thing.
How far along the path to artificial intelligence do you think we are?
The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have proved very useful. But I think the development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race. Once humans develop artificial intelligence, it would take off on its own and redesign itself at an ever-increasing rate. Humans, who are limited by slow biological evolution, couldn't compete and would be superseded.
You're one of the largest brains on the planet, and Google have now bought you. And I'm going to ask you that question, which I'm sure you're expecting. The Stephen Hawking thing, that the concern about AI, that once you let the genie out of the bottle, we're all fucked.
Right.
Can you make it a bit
what
clearer?
are you doing to try and put some safeguards in there?
Go for it, Dennis. This is the regular media.
Yes, sure.
Challenge,
I mean,
isn't it?
look, I've actually spoken. I had a long chat with Stephen Hawking about this, a few months ago, and I think he was.
That debate?
Well, he was. I think he was very enjoyable, and I think we spent hours together. We only spent half an hour, but he had so many questions, and I think he was quite reassured after we talked about how we specifically were approaching it. And I think, look, there are big issues here, very big issues about autonomous learning systems. What goals should we give them? What value systems should we give them? How can we make sure that those are exactly what we want? And there are very tough pieces of research that need to be done. There hasn't been much work done in that area yet, partly because there have been no systems to really try this out on, so it's all been thought experiments. And I think if you do, mostly the people thinking about this and worrying about this to that extent are not in the AI field, right? They're either philosophers or they're other very famous scientists or industrialists, but not actually working in AI themselves. And if they were working, I think they would see that the problems are much more prosaic at the moment. And it's easy, I think, to get carried away with science fiction scenarios that are, many decades away. I have confidence that as we build more powerful systems, we'll have much better ideas about answers to these questions that I just talked about, value systems and so on, and mathematical proofs of it, empirical work that will allow us to have a much better idea of how to keep these systems under control. I think AI, could be the greatest thing for humanity in those senses.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope that you've liked this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Follow me on social media and have a look at all my articles about AI and technology on my blog selimshimi.com. I give you a free ebook. The link is in the description. You can learn the basics of artificial intelligence.